back to another episode of We Don't Shut Up. We are on one today.
I will say. We both are silly.
Yes, and I'm loving it. I'm here for it. It's going to be a great Friday, and I just can't wait.
And now, you send it 3 home.
Oh my God. We're going to get into all things Love Island recap. But first, we have to talk about the things that we can't shut up about this week. And I'll go first because Michelle was kind of thinking of hers before we jumped on this. So we'll give her a few more minutes to think. But in the meantime, the thing I can't shut up about this week, it's that it is my man's birthday today, and we're going to celebrate, and I'm excited.
The way you said that. My man's birthday.
Girl, I am living...
property.
I am living the Love Island situation here.
You're embodying it?
I'm embodying Love Island, and we're here for it. Okay?
Love that for you.
So... it's Justin's birthday today, and I'm excited to celebrate and do all the things, give him his gift, because he's been in meetings all morning, and it's really annoying.
For real.
Yeah, he's still in meetings right now. But he should be able to get off soon, and I can finally give him his gift and finally start celebrating his birthday. We have a jam-packed weekend, which is exciting. So, yeah.
We have a jam-packed 2 weeks coming up.
Yeah, we really do. Like, from... today onward, it's like
bam, bam, bam.
But like fun. All
great
fun.
Stuff. Yes,
all fun stuff until halfway through September. Oh my God. So I'm here for it.
I'm so excited.
Yes. So yeah, that's what I can't shut up about this week. We are keeping it a little short because we do have a lot to talk about for the Love Island recap. So yeah.
So my thing I can't shut up about is that T-5 days. Yeah, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. 4 days. T-4 days until my 24th birthday. Woo,
I just love how you go with the years, you know?
Oh my God. So does Justin, though. Justin goes with the years.
Just add 10 more. Yeah.
That's why like last night I was like, I gotta make sure. Oh wait, he goes with the years. So.
No, so literally Justin did not remember if he was turning 34 or 35.
Oh my God.
And we had to do some quick math.
That's sick. You guys should just ask me. You guys always have to remember.
Also, you're embodying Love Island because that's sick is very much a Love Island situation there. Okay.
Listen,
so don't judge me.
The thing is, I always know what year I'm turning.
Well, yeah, because you're obsessed with your birthday, but anyway.
I'm not obsessed. I just really love it. I think everybody should celebrate the day of their birth.
Yeah, I mean, it's great.
Anyways, love how enthusiastic
I love
you are
celebrating other people's birthday. I'm not very, about me.
Incredibly annoying.
It is for everyone, but I'm just like, my birthday's January 1st, guys.
Who cares,
I honestly feel like I don't have a birthday the whole entire freaking year, and then when it comes to my birthday, everyone's hungover. So I don't care about that too much. I may be opting to just celebrate my birthday on a different day. Might be my thing. Where it's no, my birthday, right? But then I celebrate it on a different day.
Yeah, well, you've never done that. She never lets us actually celebrate it. I always tell her Sissy, let's throw a party, let's do something. Everybody's off on the 1st, always. And she's always like, no, everybody's hungover and I hate my birthday.
Why are you talking like that?
Because that's what you sound like in my brain. Period. I don't even care.
You're an awful
It's so annoying. I just hate it so much because I am the kind of person that always wants to celebrate people's birthday because I think it's such an important, you would not be here if it was not for that day.
I mean, yes, okay. And that's all fun and great. But, it's just, sometimes everyone just wants to relax.
Relax on any other day.
I lead a very busy life. So
relax
on my birthday,
any other day.
It would be great. Yeah, but I can't.
Yes, you can. Just take a day. Just take a rest day.
Girl. We'll get into this in December again.
True.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
So, it is what it is.
But anyway, yes, my birthday.
Can I just say for 1 second that one of the two most important people in my life, two of the most important people in my life have birthdays right next to each other, and it freaking annoys me so much because it's a lot that has to happen in a short amount of time from this individual here. So,
well, that was your choice.
Not my choice.
Absolutely. You chose Justin. You didn't have an option with me, but you chose Justin. You could have said your birthday's on the 30th. You out, bruh.
Sorry, skipping that.
It's literally 4 days apart. 30.
Yeah.
31, 1, 2. Yeah.
Yeah. 4 days.
Technically, my birthday's the 4th day from Justin's.
So, yeah, like, that's why we're going on this cruise, celebrating their birthdays, all the things. But anyway, we can't shut up about birthdays this week. And I love that for us. A good 2 weeks of just fun. We need this. So, excited for that. But right now in this current moment, I am excited for this Love Island recap. And guys, like...
Okay, hold on. Let's...
What?
Okay. Yeah.
Like, the whole thing is just like, what? We are recapping, I don't know if we said, but we're recapping Love Island USA. And I think we might be doing this going forward. Like, maybe it's a good idea to do, like, a Love Island recap, because we love watching UK as well.
Love Island is, like...
So we might even do, like, episodes and stuff, like, as we start. But
it's like our guilty pleasure.
It is very much our guilty pleasure, and I'm here for it.
Love it.
I don't care what people think, and I'm sure more than half the population on the planet is probably talking about Love Island USA right now. TikTok is on fire with Love Island USA. So, we're going to get into it. Let's preface with, I have not watched the reunion, and I have not watched the last, I want to say 3 episodes. So Michelle, I'm caught up because Michelle gave me all the information. So I know the information, but I have not watched the reunion. So what we're going to do is Michelle's going to pretty much kind of take over the whole Love Island thing, because she's very much, that girly. So she's going to take over that. And, I know all the information up until the end. And then for the reunion, she's just going to give me information like live right now, and just like my reactions and opinions like live.
I'm so excited.
So, you ready?
Yeah, let's get into it.
Okay, so I'm gonna let Michelle just pretty much take over this whole thing, because she is a Love Island girly to like the end.
Yeah.
And so am I, but she has all the info.
The thing is that I just like watch it like every day. Like, the episode comes out and I'm watching it that same day. Like, it was just my routine.
Yeah.
So, love it. Anyways, I guess what we can do is we can just get into the couples.
Yeah.
And kind of go from there, because there's just so much wild shit that happened on this season. Preface, there will be
spoilers. So if you haven't watched this.
Just a warning.
Yes.
If you haven't watched the whole thing, there are spoilers.
If you haven't watched the whole thing, go watch Love Island USA right now and then come back to this episode.
For real.
Like, just favorite it or star it or whatever you do on Spotify and both podcasts.
Yeah.
But
so, let's start with I
think we should also talk about, like, the key moments.
Oh, 100%.
Like, which you know all the key moments.
Yeah.
So I think, we talk couples and key moments.
Yeah. So, first things first, Rob and Leah.
Rob and Leah. Yeah,
so,
that was tragic.
Yes and no. Because literally the entire population of the earth thinks that Rob and Leah should be together.
Rob and Leah?
Yes.
Well, I am one that does not think Rob and Leah should be together.
Yeah, there's edits and like...
Oh, wow, no.
Yeah,
I don't...
They 100% think that Rob and Leah should be together. To me, Rob just he is not in tune with his emotions. He does not know how to cope with communication. He does not know how to communicate, period. Like...
Yeah, he needs some help.
Yeah, I think but he is in therapy.
Good. Like, I think he needs some therapy and stuff. Because even, like, further down, like, with Daniela, I was like, when he was, like, breaking up with her, I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, and just, like, him, like, and even their interactions, like, him and Daniela's interactions, like,
they're, like, kind of awkward and cringy.
Yeah, and he's weird. Like, he's weird. I love him. I think he is hot AF.
Oof, man.
But...
Okay, what do you think about the overalls, though?
I can't. Like, no. I mean, he catches snakes for a living. Like, I can't. Like, Justin was like, I thought that would be, like, a turn off for you. And I'm like, complete turn off. But the man's hot. I think he's one of the hottest ones.
He's sexy.
He's got that sexual appeal.
He's just fine.
Yeah, he is. But he needs some help.
Not us going on for 5 minutes about how sexy he is. Okay. Yes, 100%. I think Rob and Leah were just not good.
Yeah.
Like, I think Leah also, she literally, I can't even with Leah's like facial expressions.
Yeah.
She's just literally watched him cry like.
Yeah, unpopular opinion, I'm not a fan of Leah.
I love Leah.
By any means. I think she's funny, and I think
star.
she has, like, good moments, but I think the way she moves is just not...
She's so funny that it doesn't matter.
No.
She's so funny.
Like, she's funny. Like, she has good edits, for sure. She had a good edit. But I just think the way she moves is just not...
Yeah. No, I get it. I just think she's hilarious. Now, you send in 3 home.
Oh, my God. It's getting white girl scared.
Okay. So, Rob and Leah was kind of at the beginning. Aaron and Kaylor off the bat.
Aaron and Kaylor off the bat. Like, I loved Aaron and Kaylor.
Yes.
I loved Aaron and Kaylor until Casa.
Aaron gave red flags.
He did give... Aaron is a walking Spaniard red flag. Like, he's that, like...
Yes.
He
oozes, like...
Like a fuckboy... Not even fuckboy. Like,
what is...
Charming. Like, that guy that talks your ear off. Like,
he
says
talks
whatever
a lot,
want.
but he doesn't do shit.
Yeah, that's what he gives me. Yeah. Like, and I was like, from the get-go.
But you grow to kind of, like, love him.
You grow to love him, and you grow to love both of them. Yeah, until you hit Casa.
Yeah. And then, okay, so what do we think about Kaylor? Before Casa, what do we think about Kaylor?
I thought Kaylor is whiny. Like, she's just like, oh my God.
I just couldn't, like...
I can't.
I was fine with Kaylor, please. But I just couldn't get over how much she cried.
Yeah, she cried a lot.
Did you see... Okay,
how much...
Hold on. Did you see in, when she gets the video from Casa?
Uh-huh.
When she cries and cries and cries and cries. Did you see after when she's
makeup?
talking? No, not the makeup, her eyes. After she, like, you know how she goes back to the kitchen, she's talking to, like, the 3 guys?
Oh, yeah, uh-huh.
Her eyes, if you didn't notice it, go back and look at it.
Yeah.
She looks
they're, like, bulging.
Yes. Like, it was, like, unhealthily, like,
yeah.
And every time she would cry a lot, you could see her eyes doing that.
Yeah.
And I was like, girl, look at yourself. Like, I'm sure she looked at herself afterwards and was like, how did I let myself get to that point?
Yeah. And how do you let yourself, like, I don't know if she was the youngest one. Like,
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah. Which you could tell. Like, she was the youngest one. And, like...
Do you know who the youngest guy is?
The youngest guy... I want to say Kenny.
Yeah. And that is wild.
Yeah. And he was so freaking mature. More mature than a lot of those.
Any of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
I love Kenny.
But we'll get to Kenny.
Yeah.
We'll get to Kenny. Okay, so next, there's, I mean, at the beginning, there wasn't really, like, super, like, together couples.
Yeah.
So let's move on to...
Oh, wait, hold on. Serena and Kordell at the beginning. Let's talk about that, because I'm not a fan of Serena. I don't like Serena. I'm not a fan.
You see, I like Serena. I was going to say Karina. I like Serena as a person. I think, as they would say, she stands on business because she's very much like, okay, you, like, this is how you feel? Okay, cool. Like, she's very blunt, to the point, honest.
I think she's disrespectful.
I don't think she's disrespectful.
Yeah. How is she disrespectful? She was disrespectful to Kordell.
How is she disrespectful to Kordell? If Kordell literally looked at her, told her, you're my girl, you're this, you're that, and then he shat on her.
And then she threw, like, I think she's talking about being respectful about a situation.
He was already disrespectful. He literally humped a girl in his bed. Who knows if they actually had sex?
She threw a plate on his.
She did not throw a plate. He handed it to her and she just went, I don't want it.
She went like that on purpose and rubbed it all over his body. I think that's disrespectful. If someone's handing you a plate, it doesn't matter who it is or what they did, like, scoot the plate over. Or be classy. I don't think she was classy. I think the whole stand on business is like, it's just a cop-out to say, oh, I can be disrespectful. She played with his feelings at first because she didn't care about how he felt.
Okay, I don't think she played with his feelings. I think she told him. She was frank with him. And she was like, I just don't see that spark there right now.
Yeah, but I'm still gonna, kiss you, and I'm still going to just, like, be
That's totally fine. I don't think she was right in doing that. I agree. But when you come how are you going to come? Like, imagine this. Justin goes to Casa Amor.
No, you can't compare that because Justin and I are married.
Okay, fine,
so
whatever.
They have just met and they are looking for a connection. She needs to be like, he was exploring a connection, right? Hold on. He was exploring a connection. Could he have gone about it and handled it way better? Absolutely. Humping the girl in bed, all that stuff, absolutely not. Should not happen. Like, what the hell was he thinking?
What did he think was going to come of him taking a plate to not only Serena, but also Dea? Why would he do that? If he wants to get back with Serena, that is disrespectful. Like, oh, I like you, but I also like you. So let me take breakfast to both of you because I can't make up my mind.
I think he is... Okay, this is... When he went and Serena and him started talking at first at the beginning, whatnot, and then he was like really into her, and Serena was like, sorry, I'm not into you. But then still kept playing with his feelings on and stuff, and the boys kept telling him, like, you deserve better. Like, I agree with the boys. Like, Serena was kind of stringing him along for a little while to see what was going on. They hit Casa, and then he really finds a good connection with Dea. I think Kordell should be with Dea. I don't think he should be with Serena. But... he finds a really good connection with Dea. He starts exploring that connection. He starts talking to her.
What you didn't mention, though, is that before he goes to Casa, Serena and him had a conversation, and they said that they both liked each other and that connection was there at that point.
Yeah, that's fine. You're not closed off. You're not exclusive. You're not anything. I still have the ability to explore a connection. Mm-hmm. So he starts exploring this connection with Dea, which I think from the get-go, Serena would have been crazy. Let's say that no humping or anything was involved, but she would have gone crazy because he brought a girl home or he brought a girl back. Mm-hmm. So like he has a connection with Dea and all that stuff. And at first when they start with their connection, that's fine. But I think Serena would have gone crazy with that. Now he goes and he does all that stuff. He's an idiot, like men, unbelievable. Comes back and brings Dea back. Now Serena, like, it's that point of like, you have to understand you're on a show to explore connections and all that stuff. That part, that it's how they said it, that part. But the part where he screws up, in my opinion, is where he goes and crosses that line of like...
Absolutely. I agree with you. I think that she still would have been really upset because it's an ego thing.
Yeah.
I think she still would have been really upset.
And she says that has happened to her before. Like, people have cheated on her before.
So I completely agree with that. But for you to have a strong connection with someone in back in the villa and then go to Casa and switch up just like that and then hump her, like, who even knows what went on there? Like,
well, and they said that didn't happen. Like, I think Dea said that they didn't, like...
Really? They didn't hump?
That, I think that's what I can't remember. If in the
I don't like Dea. Like, period. I don't like Dea, especially after the reunion. I don't like her. I don't know. I don't think, like... I'm not saying... I think Serena was extra. I don't think she was disrespectful because it was tit for tat. Like, you disrespected me on live television. Like... Period. We have a strong connection. It's like we're together and then you go to another house and you hump a girl. Like, it's not even, oh yeah, we're exploring other connections and blah, blah, blah. That's totally fine. You can have a conversation with a girl. You can maybe even kiss a girl. But going to hump her?
Yeah, that's
disgusting.
That's
like,
disgusting.
You're disgusting.
That's disgusting. But I think she was very much extra. And I think she was... if she stood on business so much, then why did she go back to Kordell?
Yeah, then there's that. But
this stand on business shit is it's stupid to me. It's just a cop out. It's just like... It's
also, though, you're in the Love Island villa. Like,
right. So
it's hard to not go back, kind of thing.
Right. So act like it, though, but don't say shit that you're not gonna uphold. Yeah, stand on business. That's not... None of them stood on business. None of them.
I think Leah did. Leah? Janae.
Oh, Janae. Yeah, well, Janae's a whole nother...
Janae's a queen.
She's a whole ass queen. Like, a whole ass queen.
So, Janae... Yeah, let's talk about Janae.
So Janae was with, well, Janae took a ton of losses, as she says.
She
I can't take another loss.
My girl. Yeah, she had a hard time in there before Kenny.
Yeah, she did.
She didn't have anybody before Kenny.
No.
And I think when Kenny came in for her, like,
it was like straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they were just, and they're still so cute. They're officially boyfriend and girlfriend.
I love that for them. On the topic of Janae, in a way, let's talk about sending Andrea home.
Okay.
Like that whole thing.
Okay, what are your thoughts?
So, I mean...
What are your... okay, yeah. Tell me your thoughts, and then let's talk about the backseat, because I have the information on that.
So, I think Andrea and Rob...
Okay, yeah. Let's talk about Andrea and Rob together.
Yeah, I think Andrea and Rob were, like, really good together. Like, I did see him, like, actually... But, like, we only saw him for, like, what, 1 or 2 episodes with Andrea? Mm-hmm. So, like, what we saw, I think, was good. But...
I think she was a bitch.
On there, in those 2 episodes, I don't know.
She made snarky comments that were, like, kind of, like there's one clip that I was like, I literally, before I saw any TikToks, the moment I watched that episode, I was like, why would she say that? They're all sitting around. I think a new bombshell had come in, a new girl, or they were just having a fire pit chat between all the girls.
Yeah.
And actually, no. It was when Miguel came in.
Okay.
And they were talking about, like, what their connection, like, who, like,
yeah.
something like that, like, what their status was or whatever.
Yeah.
And then Leah goes, yep, I'm incredibly single. Like, I'm so single. And then Andrea turns around. She was sitting right next to her. She turns around. She goes, you're welcome.
Oh, I think.
I said, why the hell would you turn around and say that to her? I never liked Andrea.
Yeah.
And then she came out and she did it. She done did it for herself. So she is, like, if she is still on TikTok, she should really get off. But
yeah, so, like, I think that, so Liv was the only one that didn't vote for her.
How do you know this?
Because in the episode you see it.
Okay.
You see how all of them are holding up 2 and Liv is holding 1. So 3 of them agreed, and they dumped Andrea. Mm-hmm. So the only thing that means is the 3 of them wanted to dump Andrea, and Liv didn't.
Liv was the only one that wanted Nicole.
Yeah, to dump Nicole. So Leah, in my opinion, did not take the backseat on that.
In the reunion, they show the whole clip. They show literally 10 minutes of it.
Okay.
Of them, and there's a lot of mixed opinions about if Leah took the backseat or not. I think that she wasn't like, send Andrea. Like, she wasn't like that. Everybody
no, I don't think she was. Yeah, I don't think she was like, send Andrea. But I think she was like, let's push for this a little bit. Like, let's let's do that. Let's lean towards this.
And you know what? I think that it wasn't because a lot of people are like, the only reason why she would do that is because she wants Rob back. And to me, I don't think on the way that I saw Leah move, I don't think for any reason that she would want to send somebody home just to get the man back. I think she really just didn't like the girl.
No, yeah, I think Leah just wanted some revenge a little bit. And so she wanted to send Andrea home. Because at that point, Janae was the one who was supposed to go home.
Yeah, nobody wanted her to go home.
But it's not Friendship Island, it's Love Island. Janae should have gone home. Andrea had a connection and Nicole had a connection. Janae was the only one who didn't.
Yeah, I would have still kept Janae, though.
Yeah, but it's not Friendship Island. It is Love Island. There's no love connection for Janae.
I'd rather...
And that's why Janae was like, everyone hates me.
Yeah, but if it's between Janae and a bitch, I'm going to keep Janae. Period.
Yeah, I mean, I don't... Yeah.
Like, if I don't like somebody and then it's like my best friend, I don't care if it's Friendship Island or not, I'm gonna keep the person.
Yeah. No, I understand their thought process and everything like that, but the boys were also like, what the hell? And I slightly agree with them, because Andrea and Rob were the strongest connection up there.
Yeah.
Like, it was Andrea and Rob, and then Nicole and Kendall, and Nicole was kind of between Kendall and Miguel, and then it was Janae, who had no one. Yeah. So it made no sense.
And so then we have the whole Rob going like, oh, now you sending 3 home. What?
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then Rob's like, oh my God, I'm gonna go. I'm going to go and leave and all that shit. And then it's like, why are you going to say shit that you're not going to do, Rob?
He literally
stayed. And then he's like, you know what? I kind of thought about it a little bit better. And like, I don't want to cut my time short here. I want to kiss more girls and like, yeah. Like,
I would literally have grabbed my drink and I would have just chucked it in his face. Like, are you serious right now? Like, don't even get me started on that.
Yeah, I was like, okay. And then Andrea's like, I just want you to do whatever you want to do. Like, obviously, I want to go home. I want you to come home with me, but like, you just need to do what you're gonna do because I don't want you to resent me afterwards. Which I think she was like saying that because that's the right thing to say, but not because like.
Of course, you wanted him to go home.
Like what?
They clearly like each other.
Yeah, so I'm just like, okay.
That was so stupid.
Yeah.
And then the whole, of course, Leah and her moment. No, you sent in 3 home, bitch, and now you're in your overall suit. What now?
Oh, yeah, and then he goes, yeah, and then she goes up. Yeah, that's when that happened.
That's so funny.
And then they show that back at movie night.
Oh my God, so good.
And then I think there she held herself well. Yes. She apologized and all the stuff after movie night.
I agree.
Like nothing there. And then that's also when she says, it's giving white girl scared.
She's so funny.
Or white woman scared, I can't remember.
Okay, so then after that, it is. Let's just go into Casa.
Yeah, let's just go into Casa because I don't think. I mean, at that point, Nicole and Kendall kind of had a good thing going. And then Kaylor and Aaron. We had who else did we have? Kordell and Serena. Janae didn't have anyone.
No, she didn't.
No, she did.
Oh,
before
wait.
Casa. Kenny had come in.
Just come in.
So Janae and Kenny. And then, who else was it?
So,
Miguel and Leah.
The only person that didn't bring a woman in was Miguel. Sorry, not Miguel. Kendall.
Yeah.
Everybody else.
No, Aaron didn't bring a woman in.
Oh, well. He basically did. He just told Rob to bring her in.
I know. Like,
which is disgusting. Okay.
So wrong. Let's go into Casa.
Let's just talk about the elephant in the room. Let's just talk about Aaron and Kaylor.
Yeah, okay, let's talk about Aaron.
What the hell?
There's so much wrong with it, I don't even know. The toxicity is like, it reached my living room. Like, that's how bad, from Fiji to my living room, the toxicity.
It was just so bad.
Like, Kaylor needs to, I feel so bad for her because she's 22 years old and clearly doesn't know what the hell she's doing. Or is just like inexperienced. Or I don't know what the hell it is. She suffers from self-confidence. I don't know. But she needs to like look at herself in the mirror and be like, I'm worth way more. And Aaron just needs to go and like.
Yeah, but when we get to like the reunion, you're gonna freak.
Yeah.
So yeah, Kaylor and Aaron, he told like. Fuck Aaron! So, oh my God. Like, I couldn't hear it anymore. I was just like, close my ears.
I know. It was so, and I got to a point where I was like, oh my God, like, can you stop?
Can you, like, So anyways, okay.
I hope you had a good experience.
Yeah, she was just so petty. So yeah, Aaron moved like absolute shit.
Yeah, he was doing so well.
He was doing so well. He just lost it. He lost it. Like, he was kissing this girl, telling her he loved her. Like,
he didn't tell her he loved her. He did?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
3 times.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. 3 times he told her he loved her.
I feel bad for Daniela, honestly.
I don't.
Why?
Because she's a grown-ass woman that is literally out here letting him do this. Okay, hold on. So, honestly, there's not even that many words. Like, it's just blatantly obvious. Like, Kaylor and Aaron are just screwed. Like, they're just screwed. She gets this video, and she's like, oh my God.
Yeah, her and Serena.
Yeah, they just lost
it. Basically, Kordell and Aaron were the, big talk of Casa. So we can just talk about
Kendall as well.
And Kendall, yeah. Because Kendall was, rooting them on or whatnot.
Kordell messed up bad. We already talked about that.
Yeah, we did. And then Aaron, very much screwed up. And then is like, oh, you know what? I thought about it better, and I just don't, I love Kaylor.
But Rob, take her in, please.
But then the way Rob kind of was like, yeah, man, you know, I hadn't talked to her because you were talking to her and stuff. But, like, Rob was trying to get the green light from Aaron to say, like, hey, can I, like, flirt? Like, can I flirt with her?
Which, in a way...
I don't think Aaron was like, hey, bring her in. I think the opposite, actually.
I think the opposite. I think Rob liked the girl, but he didn't want to hit on the girl.
Because Aaron was talking.
So out of respect for Aaron, he was... But then Aaron... is like, okay, I'm done with her. You should, because you said that you liked her, you should just go to her.
But that's not what the episode was. The episode was, they were talking, Aaron was telling him, like, hey, yeah, I thought about it, and I think I'm just going to stick with Kaylor and all that stuff. And then Rob was like, oh, yeah, Rob was the one who brought up him liking Daniela, not Aaron.
I know, but then then Aaron was like, yeah, you should go for it. Go do it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Aaron was like, I mean, yeah, dude, if you like her, then you should do it.
Very well knowing. Like,
yeah, and then he goes back and tells someone else, I can't remember who it was, I'm so stupid, man. I told him to, like, do it and all that stuff, and I encouraged him to go and flirt with Daniela, and now he's gonna bring her back. Duh.
Men are just so stupid, bro.
It's giving Airhead.
Literally, like, oh my god. And then, okay, so then they come back from Casa, all the things, and...
all hell breaks loose.
Oh my god. Like, it was so bad. So bad.
Toxicity to, like, the nth degree.
That was so school. Degree. Not, like, to me, it's almost even more of a slap in the face that Aaron did not just bring Daniela back.
He was like, it was giving, like, I'm trying to hide everything that I did. And 100%. Kind of like, there was another Love Island, I think it was UK, that someone did something along those lines. But I can't remember who it was. Anyway, does all this shit at Casa and then comes back and doesn't bring her back.
Oh, gosh. I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yes, but I can picture his face and the girl's face.
Is it like Liam? Liam Reardon with Millie.
With Millie, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, and then she, like... they have, like, a whole moment at the fire pit where they're, like, she's, like, yelling at him.
Yeah. So I feel like that's what Aaron tried to do. And it didn't work out for him.
No, it did not, because...
And Kaylor, the first thing Kaylor says is, like, I got a video. And he's like, we'll talk about it after. We'll talk about it after? No.
You won't talk, bro. I'm just gonna scream at you.
Yeah, I'm just saying, fuck, Aaron!
I trusted you! Okay, let's move on to Serena and Kordell.
I mean, we kind of already talked about them.
We did cover them. Miguel and Leah. I think Leah low-key really liked Miguel.
Yeah, I think so too. I think Leah really liked Miguel.
And they're actually boyfriend and girlfriend now.
That's good. And I think Miguel really does like Leah.
Yeah, I think it was just a connection. Like, they didn't have enough time.
I think Miguel, in his situation at Casa, he just saw, like, a shiny new toy, which was Sierra, and was like, oh, yeah, okay, because he thinks he's so fine.
I think he was also playing it safe, just to make sure, like...
Yeah, he doesn't look like an idiot.
He had a slight connection in Casa, so he was like, let me just play it safe. Let me bring her back just in case me and Leah don't work out.
Yeah, I like Leah in the sense of, like,
she's cool.
She's cool. Like, she's there. She is very much aware of what she's there for and what everyone is. Now, granted, Miguel wasn't humping someone in the bed, right? But she was like, oh, yeah, you brought someone back? Like, okay, well,
it is what it is.
Let's figure it out.
Yeah.
Like,
she's so cool.
Yeah,
cool.
like, yeah. There, I was like, amazing.
Janae, I think, went a little bit extra with Kenny.
Oh, yeah, when she was crying and, like, all this stuff.
And then Kenny starts crying?
I can't with that scene. I was like,
so sweet.
So freaking sweet. I was like, oh my God, I just want to freaking hug you. Kenny, stop. Don't cry. Like, I was like, oh my God.
And that's when I knew, like, he really liked Janae.
Yeah.
Like, you could tell that he really, really liked Janae.
Yeah.
And Janae clearly liked him.
Yeah, and I was like, if Janae doesn't get her shit together, like, you know, but she went very extra.
Yeah.
Very extra. But
I think she just got scared. I think she was just like, come on, you know?
Yeah.
But they're together. They're boyfriend and girlfriend now. I'm so happy for them. There's a video of them at the club, like, after they got out. video of them at the club, and Janae is like twerking.
Mm-hmm.
She's like shaking her ass like on top of like a booth or something.
Mm-hmm.
And Kendall's like doing his whole, like he's just dancing on one side and then Kenny's on the other.
Mm-hmm.
And he turns around, sees her twerking, and he like covers her. And like he doesn't get annoyed,
Mm-hmm.
but he's just like, come on, seriously. Yeah. And so he like covers her. And then everybody's like, oh my God, Kenny is like everybody's like raving about Kenny because he's just so like
protective.
Yeah, he's so protective. And then Kendall like turns around, sees her twerking, and he's like, Kendall. Okay, let's talk about Kendall and Nicole.
Kendall and Nicole.
What do you think about Nicole?
I like Nicole,
Mm-hmm.
but there's something about her that I just can't finish like liking.
Mm-hmm.
I do like her. Kendall, I think, is nasty.
I
think
I love him so much.
So funny. Like sometimes it gives me a little like girl vibe, but I think he's just very like he can speak really well with the girls. Like he was really good friends with like all the
feminine
girls.
Energy.
Yeah, he gives me a little bit of like that feminine energy, but not like bad, like feminine, but more so than the other guys.
Yeah, I think. You know what I think?
Like when he goes like, ah, or like stuff like that.
You know what I think? I think he's very much in tune with his emotions. And I think guys like that are in tune with their emotions to the point where they can have a conversation with a girl and it does not have to be like, oh, only if they like him or not like him. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like they can have a conversation with a girl and it just be a conversation, like it's a friend or whatever.
Yeah.
Like he was very much like...
Whereas the other guys, you could tell they're not very much in tune with their emotions.
Mm-hmm.
And
no, if you really think about it, Kendall, like he would give... It wasn't always the best advice.
Yeah.
But he could give advice and all that stuff. And like, I really liked Kendall. And a lot of people are saying a lot of not good things about him. Like that he might be gay and all this stuff. And actually they did a podcast on the Vile Files, him and Nicole, separate at very different times. So he did it right when he got out, and she did it after the reunion.
So they're no longer together, I assume.
We'll get into that.
Okay.
But yeah, I love Kendall. Like I think Kendall.
I love Kendall.
The bomb.
I love Kendall. You know who I wanted off my screen?
Oh God, who?
You're gonna be like,
who?
wow, I completely forgot he even existed.
Connor? No.
Kane.
Oh my God, Kane. No, nobody forgot he existed.
Oh really?
There's so much controversy.
Oh really?
The producers actually told him he could not go to the reunion.
Oh wow, why?
Because he said something racist, or he made a really bad joke on a TikTok that was like really disrespectful.
Towards who?
Towards, oh shit. It might have been, I don't remember.
When he had that conversation with Sierra, I'm like, get him off. Get him off.
Did you see his teeth?
No.
You didn't see his teeth? How did you not see his teeth? Like you saw his teeth.
Okay.
You saw how they were like the size. Every single one was like the size.
Yeah, I mean he has big teeth.
Of China.
Yeah.
Like imagine having China. Like holy crap.
Anyway, I just had to add that in, but
yeah. Kane was annoying, and I didn't like him.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean overall, are you happy with the finale?
Well, I haven't watched the finale.
Yeah, but I told you who won.
Oh, yeah. No.
Who would you have wanted to win out of the four?
Out of the four of them, Janae or Kenny. Mm-hmm. Janae and Kenny, or Kendall and Nicole.
Not anymore.
And then Leah and Miguel. And then Serena and Kordell. Like, my last choice is Serena and Kordell.
For me, it would have been Janae and Kenny, for sure.
Yeah, I think Janae and I think Kenny deserves that. And I think Janae...
Also, you don't think Kenny's hot?
I think Kenny's very hot.
Okay.
I think it's Rob then Kenny.
Who said... You did say that you didn't think Kenny was hot, that his face was giving ugly.
At first, yeah, when he came first on my screen. But then I started loving him. And then I'm like, no, he's...
Honestly, all the guys were good looking. They're just not all my type.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go for all of them, but they all look good. Like,
look at them. They're all nice. Yeah, they're all except
to look at. Is that who?
Kane.
Yeah.
I was like,
Connor though.
Connor,
so sweet. Connor. The one Leah was with, and she was like, I can't.
Oh yeah. I do remember
so
Connor.
Sweet.
He was sweet. Yeah.
Whatever girl needs. R.I.P. Okay, let's get into the reunion. Because there's something to unpack.
Okay, so let's just we recapped the episodes, and now we're gonna get into the actual reunion. So if you haven't watched the reunion but have watched the episodes, like this was it because we told you spoiler earlier. Now we're gonna get into the reunion. So here we go.
Let's do it. Okay, so let's get into first things first. Let's get into Nicole and Kendall.
Okay. Just take it as they took it in the reunion.
Yeah. That's why okay, so they were the first topic.
Okay.
So at the reunion, Nicole and Kendall are together.
Oh, okay. So they're sitting together?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. So Nicole and Kendall came out, and unfortunately, I think I told you some of
there was a video leaked of Kendall.
Yeah. Kendall got a nude video of him leaked, and he came out of the villa and found out about this, and then Nicole did not know yet. He found out before she did, and basically he lied to her and told her that this was a video that he had sent to somebody in the past or something like that, but it was a video that he sent to somebody like the week before he went into the villa or something like that. So he lied to her, and which is not right, but it was just in the moment. He was very his
heightened emotions.
Yeah, his life was in shambles. Like everybody
his body's everywhere.
Literally seeing his butthole. It's literally his butthole. Like it's the dark abyss.
Oh my God.
So he lied to her and
wild.
stuff. Yeah, why would you ever do that?
Why would you ever do that?
First of all, why would you ever send a video of your butthole?
First.
That's my no square, bro. Like, there is nobody
what the hell?
Like, I don't even let Andrew look at my butthole.
Oh my God. Okay, we're not going to get into that.
Okay. What was I saying? I lost my train of thought.
So they're together at the reunion, and they start talking about it. So,
so yes. So, basically, Nicole at the reunion is like, listen, this is how we're going to talk about this. Blah, blah, blah. She tells this whole story about how he didn't tell her the truth and how he wasn't honest and all this stuff. And literally everybody there was like, are you good, girl? Like, what is wrong with you? He's literally going through one of the hardest things he's probably ever been through in his life. Why is this about you? She's like, he was not honest with me. You're supposed to be honest with the person that you love, and blah, 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 blah. And she's like making it about herself. And everybody's like, he loves you. And he tells you that all the time. And he's told everybody here that he loves you. Why are you making this about you? Like, it's about him. He's the one that got his butthole exposed.
Yeah.
So why is this about you? And she's like,
who spoke out?
Who spoke out about?
Like, who's...
Everybody. Leah, Rob, Aaron, Janae, I believe.
Serena?
No. Serena spoke out and said, because Nicole said something like, for me, like, somebody that lies to me, like, I shouldn't be with them.
Yeah.
So then Serena didn't say anything. She hadn't said anything at all. And then Ariana goes, Serena, do you have anything to say? And she was very much like, not on Nicole's side. She was very respectful. She was like, to me, somebody that lies to me, I would not be with them. Like, period. I would not be with them. But, I mean, we got this one over here. So, she does call that out. But she's like, but normally, somebody that lies to me, I would never go back to. So, I understand where Nicole is coming from. But I also think that Kendall, it was just in the moment and all that stuff. So, I think it's something that they need to work out between them. And it should not be a topic of conversation while we're in the reunion. And, it was very much like a girl's response. And I commend Serena for that because everybody was going at Nicole and she started crying more. And she was like starting to like yell at them and be like, well, you guys don't understand, like all this stuff. So, and then they'd be like, Nicole, like he loves you. And she was like, so that means he can lie to me? Like to everybody. So it was just getting a little bit, so I was like, why are you making this about you? Like,
yeah,
girl. So I think less than a week later, after the reunion, they called it off. They broke up. Okay. Kendall broke up with her.
Okay.
Oh shoot. And then he had gone on the Vile Files, which is, very popular. Yeah. The Vile Files. And it was a great episode. And then she went on the Vile Files later on. And she was, like, talking specifically about his trauma and, like, how he was, like, about his like, deeper issues and stuff. Like,
that she didn't need to talk about.
Right. Yeah. Those things should not be spoken about other people. And they very much, very, very much insinuated that he was gay.
Nicole did?
Yeah. He was like...
the Vile Files and Nicole type thing? Oh my God.
Nick was like, do you believe that... something like, do you believe that Kendall sent the video to who he said he sent it to? And, like, he was, like, smiling. Like, very much, like... And she was like, I'm going to believe what he has told me. And she's, like, smiling wide. Like, you could tell, like, she doesn't believe him.
Yeah.
That's a whole thing. Like, that was, like, so many people were like, Nick is disgusting. And Nicole is disgusting for even discussing his trauma. Like, this should not be blah, blah, blah. So, whole thing there. So, that's Kendall and Nicole. Leah Miguel. Leah Miguel are angels. They're like literally fan favorites right now. They like Miguel is really good to Leah. Leah's really good to Miguel. They make a really good couple. During the reunion, they kind of talk about it. Because they went from like Serena to Kordell to then Leah Miguel because they were like runner up. Serena and Kordell are doing really well as well. He did get his brand deal with Cheez-It. Remember that there was like a whole thing where Serena was like.
Asking he said Cheez-It, sponsor me or something like that.
Yeah, and then Serena went to Leah and Janae and was like, when I'm asking you about like your life goals and you tell me that you want a sponsorship with Cheez-It, like do better or something like that.
Yeah. And
then he got his fucking sponsorship. And I was like, you go, Kordell. That is, you know what? Like, if you love Cheez-Its, you have it. Like, he goes, yep, I got my sponsorship with Cheez-Its, and everybody starts clapping. Like, go you.
Oh my God.
It's such a big deal. Like, are you kidding me? Cheez-It? Yeah. He made his own Cheez-It.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Like, that's so cool.
I'm happy for him.
Yeah, so happy for him. So they're doing great. They're thriving. Leah Miguel are doing great. At that point, when they switch over to Leah Miguel, I think that's when Leah kind of piped up and turned around because Andrea was sitting behind her. She piped up and she was like, to me, it's just kind of funny how, and I think it might have been actually when. Was Andrea sitting with Rob? Like, are they together? No, they're not together. Okay. No, because when Rob came out and saw everything that Leah was posting and everything that she was doing.
What Andrea was posting?
Yeah. He was like, I don't want anything to do with that. So, yeah, Andrea is just, I'm not even
psycho?
I'm not even going to go into that. You've seen the video where she does the spin and she goes, is Rob a good kisser? And then she goes, yes.
Yeah.
Like, and
cringe.
And they did that in like multiple interviews. Serena, Janae and Leah would do it. And everybody was making fun of her because she's just cringy and weird. Like, and she was also talking mad shit about Leah. So that's what Leah turned around at one point in the reunion. She was like, I love it how you have so much to say about me, but in the villa, like, you were perfectly fine and I was perfectly fine with you. Like, I don't understand, blah, blah, blah. Because in the After Sun, she said, like, I tried so hard to like Leah, but I just couldn't. When somebody talks like that to their friends, like, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, but wait, you know? So, and then Janae, you're going to have so much fun with this reunion. Janae grabs a paper from behind her seat and she goes, well, last time I checked, you said this and this to Andrea. She turns around, she goes, you said this. She has a piece of paper in her hand. And at the end, she goes, all I know is that you need to keep Leah's name out of your mouth. And like, they're going in on Andrea. And I think she deserved it. And she starts like her.
Did Rob say anything?
No. During the whole reunion, Rob said like 10 words because they wouldn't let him talk, and he was like, if somebody speaks over me, I'm just not going to speak. Period. So he just didn't because they were speaking over him. So okay, so let's talk about Kaylor and Aaron, dude.
Yeah. So
okay, so they spent.
Okay, yeah, they were together right after.
So they spent their first couple days out of the villa.
Yeah,
they're perfectly fine, all good. Then, okay, yes, that's what it was. He went back to the UK. She went home. She watched Casa. She watched it back.
Oh, okay. She actually watched what it was.
So,
okay. Yeah, because throughout this whole time, she still doesn't even know, like, what it's all about. Okay.
So,
gotcha. Great. Love that for Aaron.
So they meet up in New York.
Okay.
At this point, they're broken up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's like, I can't, you know. But they spend the first night together in New York. They were fine. The next day, then it's like a group of them staying together and all that stuff. So it wasn't just them. And then it's the reunion. So tell me how Aaron waited till the reunion to confess to her that he put his hands in Daniela's pants.
So we didn't see that.
No. He waited to the reunion, and he said it. Mm-hmm. I wanted to wait to the reunion to confess, or to let you know that I did put my hands.
Why would he do that? He's an idiot. Oh
this girl starts going off, and she goes, "You had 3 days."
Kaylor.
Yeah. You had 3 days to tell me this.
Was Danielle at the reunion?
Yes.
Okay.
That's why I'm like, she's a little sneaky sneak.
Mm-hmm.
There were so many times where Daniela could have just been straightforward. Everything that happened, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Why didn't she?
Because she was straight, like what we saw, we thought she was straightforward with. You know what I mean? Like she told her like this happened, this happened, this happened. Mm-hmm. Only because Kaylor asked her, I think it was, not because she came up and said it.
That's the thing.
But she told her.
Yeah.
And that's what we saw. Yeah. So I thought that was it.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
wow.
No, there was more.
Okay.
So that's why I'm like, Daniela, she's a little sneaky.
Yeah. No, yeah, I agree.
So Kaylor starts going off. She's like, you could have told me that all. She starts screaming at him, and then she tells Liv, she's like, Liv, let's switch spots. And they...
Oh, because they were sitting next to each other?
Yeah, Aaron and Kaylor were sitting next to each other. Separate, but sitting next to each other. And then she had Liv switch spots with her. So,
did Liv say anything?
She did, actually. She spoke up, but she was just, like, defending Kaylor. And Aaron was like, Liv, you're not a part of this. Like, stop.
Oh, yeah, like he told her. I mean, I do agree with Aaron in the episode.
She did, yeah.
Yeah, she inserted herself in situations.
Everything.
So annoying.
So annoying. And then for like 15 minutes, which everybody was like, we did not need 15 minutes of us watching the girls talk about who they were going to eliminate. But they wanted to do the whole backseat thing because it was such a big deal. Yeah. Where Leah was like, oh, the backseat. Yeah. She indeed... Like I said, I guess she didn't take the backseat. Everybody has different opinions on that. I just don't think it was like I said, like
full on rooting for her. But of course, she's leaning towards.
But that cut the reunion a lot. I was like, we don't need this much time.
Yeah.
And then Jana and Kenny, happy as can be.
Yeah. La La Land.
They're literally Kenny. Oh my God, it's just so cute how she talks to him. What else? Yeah, I don't think there was anything else that was like super big besides like it was Andrea, Kendall, Nicole. I'm trying to think who was.
Man, you made it seem like it was like piping hot.
Kaylor went in on Aaron. She started yelling at him and stuff, and Leah went in on Andrea, and I just thought it was so funny how Janae just brought out her little paper and was like, "You said this and this. Keep Leah's name out of your mouth." And Kenny's just like. And then what else? Yeah, I think that was like the big stuff that Kordell. My favorite part is that Kordell got his Cheez-It sponsorship.
Yeah, I love that for him. I really did like Kordell. Like I enjoy.
Kordell's cool. He's just so different.
He is, but he's very sweet.
But I think it's so cool that you're different, but you still embrace it. And
and you just like
own it,
that shit.
And you will see his outfit for the reunion.
Oh, I bet it was wild. Like different.
I think it's beyond wild.
Like different level.
Yeah. It was like wild. But it's still like the fact
that it's Kordell.
It's Kordell.
Yeah. So yeah. And Serena I think also had like also can we talk about how these girls' asses were basically out the whole entire time? The whole entire time. Like, can you just please...
I think that's just like a Love Island like thing.
Yeah, but you could be classed with... You know who I agree... okay, so we didn't talk about Harrison or Sierra.
Oh.
But yeah, because they're like, whatever. But I did like how Harrison, when he was coupling up with Sierra, was like, I love how this girl is so classy and so like all that stuff. And I agree with him 100%. Like, she was the classiest person.
Sierra was crying during the reunion.
Oh, she was?
Yeah.
Why?
Because the girls were mean to them.
To who?
To them.
To Harrison and Sierra?
No. The normal girls were mean to the Casa girls.
Oh, I mean, yeah, they were mean to them.
Why are you going to cry about it on the reunion? Also, Dea was stupid during the
reunion. Yeah, why did you say you don't like Dea?
She was just like, she's gotten into it a lot with different things, but she's just one of those girls that she said that Ariana Madix told them to stop like complaining about how bad hate they've gotten because she's gotten it worse. And I'm like, you can mess with literally anybody on the cast.
Do not mess with Ariana Madix. What is wrong with you?
Like, do you know
who you're talking to?
Do you know who Ariana Madix was before?
Yeah, Vanderpump, and then she got cheated on Tom Sandoval and her best friend. Chicks in the Office, girly.
Oh my god. So yeah, just don't mess with her. Like, no. So yeah, she came out and she said like.
So who said that? Who said that? Like Ariana said that?
She said
Dea told me. Or Dea
said it to like them that they shouldn't be like that.
But at the reunion, Dea's calling Ariana out.
Yeah.
What is wrong with this girl?
Nobody else has said that, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, we love." Like the whole cast loves Ariana.
Of course. And if they don't, they have to.
Just keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
Literally the only person. Just don't go after Ariana or Leah.
What did Ariana say?
She hasn't said anything. I don't think she's gonna engage in that.
No, but I'm saying Dea said that at the reunion.
So no. She didn't say that at the reunion. She said that after the reunion. She said it. She made a TikTok and she was like, "Yeah, you guys think Ariana's blah blah blah, but she said this and this to us."
Yeah, do not hit the Ariana button.
No, honestly, like I said, anybody from the cast and all of it, don't mess with Ariana, don't mess with Leah. And I'm not saying it because I like Leah or whatever. It's just everybody likes Leah.
Right.
So you will, the internet will shred you.
They'll shred you. Yeah.
So.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, the reunion is worth the watch.
Oh, I'm going to finish. I'm going to finish.
Long, but it's worth the watch.
I'm going to finish watching. I love reunions. It's popcorn and... I think I have 3 episodes left to finish the season, and then I have the reunion. Mm-hmm. So I'll probably finish it up by early next week. But
yeah,
I'm excited. I'm excited to watch.
Yep.
But yeah, right now I'm at the part where Cassie just came in.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. Clearly nothing happens with Cassie.
Cassie did not say one word during the reunion. Not one.
Oh, she was there?
Yeah, she was there. Everybody was there except for Kane.
Oh wow. Okay. Every one of the big players, or just every one of the big players, or just
no, just not Casa. Everybody else, just not Casa. Just not Casa that didn't stay.
That didn't stay. Yeah. So. Oh wow, that's intense.
Yeah, there's a lot of people, and at the beginning of the reunion, they started with everybody, all the people that weren't in the finale, and then they move everybody that wasn't in the finale to the back row, and then the people in the finale in the front row.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna have to watch it.
Yeah, it's a decent setup.
Yeah, and I'll probably, I don't know, that might be my what I can't shut up about next week.
For real.
But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this.
Yeah, this is gonna be a long episode, so
it is gonna be a long episode.
If you made it this far, we love you.
Yeah, thank you so very much. And yeah, if go ahead and follow us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all the places where you listen. Yes, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all the places. Tell your mom, tell your dad, and tell everyone on the roster that we are the girls that can't shut up. And yeah, I mean, we're gonna see you next week for another episode. And let us know too if you like these recaps, because
this was so fun.
Yeah, we're all about like we were saying earlier, Love Island recaps and all that stuff. And obviously when UK comes back and USA comes back again,
yes,
we can.
And then there's Love Island games.
I don't like Love Island games.
No, I think they're
fun. Have you watched it at all?
Yeah.
I love the other one, but they haven't done
the All-Star.
Yes, that one.
Good.
That one is the best.
Yeah.
So yeah, let us know what you like. Leave it in the comments, and we will see you guys on our next episode. Thank you so very much for being here.
We'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.